Good evening, students. Today we will start with our analysis session, preliminary exam paper number 4. First, we'll see some of the rules which we have to follow while writing our paper. All questions, activities are compulsory. Figures to the right indicate full marks. For question number 4A, use supplied outline map of India, Brazil, and tie it in the main answer book. For question number 6A, use the graph paper supplied to you and attach that supplement to the main answer book. Draw neat diagram and sketches wherever necessary while writing answers. Use of stencil is allowed for drawing map wherever necessary while writing answers. Answers should be written in black or blue pen only. Answers written in pencil will not be considered. Use of pencil and color pencil is allowed for diagram, graph, and map work. So these are the instructions which you have to follow while completing your exam paper. All the questions and activities are compulsory that are asked in the question paper. You have to write and solve all the questions and activities compulsory. Figure to the right indicate full marks. If your answer is particularly right, it will get full mark. For question number 4A, use supplied outline map of India, Brazil, and tie it to the main answer book. For question number A, you will need a map of India or Brazil as per it is asked in exam paper. And you have to tie that map of India or Brazil to the main answer book without fail. So for question number 4A, supplied outline map of India and Brazil and tie it to the main answer book. For question number 6A, use of graph paper supplied to you and attach that supplement to the main answer book. So for question number 6A, there is a question based on graph paper. You have to make a graph. So that graph paper, you have to attach it to the main answer book without fail. So in question number 4A, you will require map of India or Brazil. And in question number 6A, you will need a graph paper. So you have to tie that both to the main answer book. Draw neat diagram and sketches wherever necessary while writing answers. You have to draw a particular neat diagram and sketches wherever it is asked or where it is related to the answer. The diagram should be neat, perfect. You should not scribble. It should be perfect. Use of stencil is allowed for drawing map wherever necessary while writing answer. You can use stencils for drawing map if it is required in your answer. Answer should be written in black or blue pen only. You can use only black or blue pen. Other than that, another color you can't use. So you should only use black pen or blue pen. Answer written in pencil will not be considered. Every answer you have to write in pen. If you write answer in pencil, it will not be considered. So always remember, whenever you will write answer, write in pen only. Use of pencil and color pencil is allowed for diagram, graph, and map work. You can use pencil or color pencil for only drawing diagrams, graph, and map. Other than that, you should not use any of the color pencil or color pen in your answer sheet. Follow this instruction very. Note 1. Any one or two of the following question types will be asked. For example, choose the correct option. Identify the correlation and make a chain. Identify correct group. So these are example given of the questions. Any one or two of the following types can be asked in your paper. It may be choose the correct option. It may be identify the correlation and make a chain, or it may be identify the correct group. All questions in question number 1 will be compulsory. In question number 1, any question which is asked is compulsory. You have to solve every question in asking question number 1. So now we will start with the analysis session of prelim exam paper number 4. Question 1. Choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. It comes for 4 marks. You have to choose the correct option. 4 options are given. And from 4 option, you have to choose the correct option and you have to again write the statement, because the condition for the question is choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. First, dash is the capital of Brazil. And the 4 options given are A, Brasilia, B, Roraima, C, Amapa, and D, Sao Paulo. So from this option, you have to choose the correct option, and the correct option is Brasilia. So again, you have to write the statement with the correct answer. Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. Second, the plains of Rajasthan are called dash. And 4 options are given. A, Sahara Desert, B, Kalahari Desert, C, Thar Desert, and D, Gobi Desert. So from these 4 options, the correct option is Thar Desert. Again, with full sentence, with the correct option, you have to write the statement. The plains of Rajasthan are called Thar Desert. It rains in November in dash city of Chennai. And the 4 option is A, Mumbai, B, Chennai, C, Kolkata, and D, Delhi. So from these 4 options, the correct option is Chennai. It rains in the month of November in Chennai city of India. Fourth question. Brazil's economy is largely dependent on the dash activities there. And the 4 options asked given is A, primary, B, secondary, C, tertiary, and D, quaternary. So from these 4 options, the correct option is tertiary. So with the correct option, again, you have to write Brazil's economy is largely dependent on the tertiary activities there. So in this way, you have to solve question number 1. Choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. It comes for the whole 4 marks and 4 questions are asked. 1 question indicates 1 mark. You have to choose the correct option. And again, you have to write the full sentence with the correct option. Dash is the capital of Brazil. From that 4 options, you have to choose Brasilia. Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. Second, the plains of Rajasthan are called dash. So from the 4 options, the correct is Thar Desert. The plains of Rajasthan are called Thar Desert. It rains in November in dash city of India. From the 4 options, it is Chennai. It rains in November in Chennai, city of India. Fourth question, Brazil's economy is largely dependent on the tertiary activities there. And from the 4 options, the correct option is tertiary. Brazil's economy is largely dependent on the tertiary activities there. Now question number 2. Match the right pairs. In this, you have been given two columns, column number A, column number B. In A column, you have given four questions, and in B, options are given. And in that, the options are given randomly. You have to choose the correct option and make a pair. You have to choose the correct pair for the question asked. So question number 2, match the pair. And it comes for 4 marks. 1 mark for each question. Column A and column B. So from column A, you have to make a pair from column B. So first, evergreen forest. Second, deciduous forest. Third, coastal forest. And fourth, Himalayan forest. And in column B, the answer is given. Randomly it is given. You have to choose, make the correct pair. You have to choose the correct pair for the question. And the answers are given: A, Sundar trees, Sundari trees, B, pine, C, Pau Brazil, and D, Himalaya forest. You have to choose the correct pair for the question. So we will see answers. For evergreen forest, the answer is Pau Brazil. For deciduous forest, the answer is teak. Coastal forest, the correct pair is Sundari trees. And Himalayan forest, the correct pair is pine. So in this way, you have to solve, match the right pair. It comes for 4 marks. 4 questions are asked, 4 options are given. You have to make a pair with the correct question and the answer. So for evergreen forest, it is Pau Brazil. For deciduous forest, the correct pair is teak. For coastal forest, the correct pair is Sundari trees. And for Himalayan forest, the correct pair is pine. Now we will see question number 3. Write the answer in one sentence. Any 4. You have to solve any 4 from the given questions. And the answer you have to write only in one sentence, not brief or detailed answer. It is for 4 marks, means one answer indicate 1 mark. So any 4 you have to answer for 4 marks. Question number 3. Write the answer in one sentence, any 4 for 4 marks. What is a field trip? The first question asked was, what is a field trip? Collecting geographical and cultural information by actually paying a visit to a particular place is called field visit. So field trip is a collecting geographical and cultural information of that particular area by giving a visit to a particular place is called a field trip. So one has to go to that particular place for a field trip. From that we get the collecting information of cultural information also and geographical information of a particular place or area by actual visiting the place is called a field trip. So the answer to the question, what is a field trip? Collecting geographical and cultural information by actually paying a visit to a particular place is called field trip. Second question, which are the major mountain ranges in the Himalaya? So the major mountain ranges which comes in the Himalaya, you have to write particular that mountain names. And the answer is Karakoram, Ladakh, and Kailash. are the major mountain ranges in the Himalayas? The major mountain ranges in the Himalayas are Karakoram, Ladakh, and Kailas. So you have to write the name of these three mountains and you have to complete the sentence. Karakoram, Ladakh, and Kailas are the major mountain ranges in the Himalayas. Third question. About how much rain falls in the Amazon River basin? I repeat the question. About how much rain falls in the Amazon River basin? And the answer is rainfall in the Amazon River basin is about 2000 mm. You have to write the answer in one sentence. Rainfall in the Amazon River basin is about 2000 mm. Next question. What are the Brazil's rainforest called? And the answer is the Brazil rainforests are called as lungs of the world. The Brazil rainforests are called as the lungs of the world. Fifth question. What is the average life expectancy? You have to write the definition of the average life expectancy in this answer. So average life expectancy is the number of years a person would expect to live since its birth. This is the particular answer you have to write in this answer. Full definition. Average life expectancy is the number of years a person could expect to live since its birth. So it's the number of years of a person which lives in the country since its birth is known as average life expectancy. So the clear definition of this is average life expectancy is the number of years a person could expect to live since its birth. 6. Which city is closest to the Indian Standard Time? You have to write the name of the city which is closest to the Indian Standard Time is Allahabad city is the closest to the Indian Standard Time. Not only just writing only one word or the two words, you have to complete the sentence and write the answer in one or two sentences. So question 3, answer the following in one sentence. The answer you have to write in one sentence. A meaningful answer should be there. Answer should be particular to the question which is asked. And you have been given 6 questions. From that 6 questions, you have to choose any 4 questions that you can write the answer. And it comes for 4 marks. 1 mark for each answer. So in this exam, you have been asked 6 questions. What is field trip? Second, which are the major mountain ranges in the Himalayas? Third, about how much rain falls in the Amazon River Valley? Fourth, what are the Brazil's rainforests are called? Fifth, what is the average life expectancy? Sixth, which city is closest to the Indian Standard Time? From this 6 question, any 4 you have to choose and you have to write the answer in one sentence. What is a field trip? Collecting geographical and cultural information by actually paying a visit to a particular place is called field trip. Second, which are the major mountain ranges in Himalayas? Karakoram, Ladakh, and Kailas are the major mountain ranges in Himalayas. About how much rain falls in the Amazon River Valley? Rainfall in the Amazon River basin is about 2000 mm. Next question. What are the Brazil's rainforests are called? The Brazil's rainforests are called as lungs of the world. Fifth question. What is the average life expectancy? Average life expectancy is the number of years a person could not expect to live since its birth. Next question. Which city is closest to the Indian Standard Time? And the answer is Allahabad city is closest to the Indian Standard Time. So in this way, you have to solve question number 3. Next come question number 4. Fill in information given below in the outline map and list any 4 marks. In this question, you will need a map. It may be asked for Brazil map or India map. As per the question, you will get the map. You have to fill the asked information in the map, in the outline of the map. It is compulsory for you to write the index. 6 options are given to you. From that 6 option, you have to choose any 4. And it is for 4 marks. So question number 4A is also 4 marks. 6 options are given. From that 6 option, you have to solve any 4, which you are knowing very well. In this exam, the information was asked of Western Ghat, Punjab, Arunachal Pradesh is a sparsely populated state. The northernmost apple growing state, Chennai Port and Pune Airport. These are the 6 options. You have to fill in the map. And from these 6, the 4 confirm option you can know very well. Without making any mistake, you can mark, you have to choose. So first you have to read all the 6 options. Choose any 4 that is easily for you to mark it. Take the map, fill the information of your seat number, name, take the sign, fill all the required information in the map, and then solve the map. It is compulsory for you to write the index of the map. Without index, you cannot fill the map. Different sign and symbol are used for indicating different information. Do not use same symbol or sign for every information. Mark it on the map. Write the name of the state or the given information which you are marking on the map. The map should be properly written. The marking should be proper. Do not scribble on the map. So you have to fill the proper index. Write the 4 options. Give particular sign and symbol for the information asked so that it is easily indicate and can seen by the observer also. So in this map, you can see the Western Ghat is at the west. It is indicated by a line. The Punjab Haryana plains. It is filled in the Punjab state. The most apple growing state, Jammu Kashmir. The symbol of apple is used to indicate. Chennai port is shown in the south. Pune airport is also shown in the Maharashtra district. And Arunachal Pradesh is indicated by small dots. It's a state, sparsely populated state. So in this way, you have to fill the map. The map should be neat and clean. You should not tear the map, scribble the map, or use any sketch pen on the map. Write the required information of your exam seat number on the map. And after your answer paper completed, you have to type this supplement of map to your main answer book without fail. So question number 4A, fill the information given below in the outline map and list any four marks. 6 options are given to you. From that 6 option, you have to choose any 4 and you have to write on the map, fill on the map. So in this map, you can see the asked information. It is indicated in the map. Western Ghat, Chennai Port, Pune Airport, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, and Punjab Haryana plains. So this is the required information asked in the map. Question number 4B. In this, map is given. You have to read the map. Questions are asked on the map. You have to read the question, find the answer from the map, and write down the answer in your answer sheet. It's the question based on the map reading. Any 4 questions you have to write. In that also 6 options are given. From that 6 options, you have to choose any 4 questions and write the answer. It comes for 4 marks. So question number 4B. Read the map below and write answer to the question. Six questions are given. From that 6 questions, you have to choose any 4. And it also for 4 marks. So one answer is for 1 mark. Total 4 questions are asked. So in this map, you can see it is a map of India, national highways and major ports. The map gives the information of the national highways and major ports of India. In the index, you can see North-South Highway, East-West Highway, Golden Quadrilateral, National Highway, and major ports. So in the index, different color is used, different lines are used to indicate the given information. From that, it is helpful for you to read the map. So in the index, dark pink color line is given for North-South Highway. Dotted green color line is given for East-West Highway. Orange color line is given for Golden Quadrilateral. A gray color line is given for the National Highway. And a small dot and a port sign is given for major ports. From this, it is very easy for us to read the map. Some of the words, the name of the states are indicated in the bold letter. In the west side, you can see Porbandar, Kandla in bold letters. To the north, we can see Delhi in bold letters. To the east side, we can see Kolkata in bold letters. To the south, we can see Kochi. And Vishakhapatnam, we can see at the southeast direction. So the north or south highway is shown in the map. The direction is shown in which direction it goes. East-west highway, to which states it connected, where it passes and where it goes. Golden quadrilateral is also shown, from which states it's passing, which states it's connecting, and its broadness. National highway is also seen, and major ports. Major ports are also shown by a blue color mark. You can see in the south direction Chennai, Cochin, blue color circle is given. To the west side, we can see at the Porbandar, the blue color mark is given, circle mark is given. To the east side, we can see at the Kolkata. So these are the mark which shows the major ports of India. So the map fully gives us the information related to the national highways and major ports. So you can see the pink color line in the map. It is a north-south highway. It starts from Srinagar and goes till Kanyakumari. The green color north east-west highway. It starts from the east to from the Silchar it's starting, and it ends at the Porbandar. The golden quadrilateral you can see in the map. National highway is also shown, and the major ports in the blue color it's indicated. So all the different color signs of a line and different type of line are used to show the information, such as north-south highway, east-west highway, golden quadrilateral, national highway, and major ports. So from that you have to, for this question, first you have to study the map, read the map carefully, try to understand it, what information it gives, to which country it is related, India or Brazil, and then you have to solve the question. So in this also you have been given 6 questions. From that 6 question you have to choose any 4, and it comes for 4 marks. So one answer is for 1 mark. So all 4 questions are asked. If you give particular correct answer related to the question asked, you will get the full mark. So let's see the question asked on the map. So question 4B, read the map below and write the answer to the question. Any 4 marks. 6 questions are given. From that 6 questions, you have to choose any 4 that you know very well. Question 1. What does the above map show? So as we have studied the map, from that we come to know the above map shows national highway and major ports of India. From that map, we come to know that the above graph shows and gives information of the national highway and major ports of India. From that map, we come to know about the different types of roads, the traveling system, the transport route of the roadways and waterways of India. Write the names of any port on the west coast of map. The second question. Write the names of any port on the west coast of map. To the west side, when we have seen the map, we can see at the west coast it is Porbandar. So Porbandar is the part on the west coast of map. Third question. What type of transportation services are shown on a map? So while reading the map, we come to know that it is related to the national highways and the major ports. So national highways is roadways and the major ports is waterways. So from this, we come to know that the information it is related to the roadways and waterways. It gives us the clear idea of the transportation facility of a country, India, its roadways and the major ports. So what type of transportation services are shown on the map? This was the question. And the answer to this question is roadways and major ports are the transportation services shown on map. Fourth question. Which cities does the east-west highway connect? So when we see the east-west highway is given in a green dotted line. So from that, we can see in the map that to the east, it connects Silchar, it starts from the Silchar, and to the west, it ends at Porbandar. So the city it connect from the east to west highway is the east towards the east side Silchar and it connects to the west Porbandar. So which city does the east-west highway connect? To the east Silchar and to the west Porbandar. Which cities does the north-south highway lead north to? The question is which cities does the north-south highway lead north to? So to the north it is Srinagar, north-south highway we have to see. So the north-south highway, that dark blue, that dark pink color line, it indicates the north-south highway. So in that you can see to the north Srinagar and to the south it's Kanyakumari. Here from north is from Srinagar, the pink color, dark pink color line it has started and it has end up to Kanyakumari. So the north-south highway, the dark pink color, it shows it is starting from Srinagar and connecting to Kanyakumari. Till Kanyakumari it is shown. Question 6. Which are the four metropolis connected by the Golden Quadrilateral Highway? In this, you have to see about the Golden Quadrilateral Highway. Orange color line is shown or pink, light pink color line is shown on the map that indicates the Golden Quadrilateral. So in that, you have to write four metropolis connected by the Golden Quadrilateral Highway. And the answer is Kolkata, Visakhapatnam, Chennai, and Kochi. These are the four metropolis connected by the Golden Quadrilateral Highway. So in this way, you have to write the answers to the question number 4B. A map is asked to you. It's based on the map reading. The map may be of India or Brazil. So it's a national highway. The map is of national highway and major ports. In that index, you will get all the information. It has the different symbol and the description is written. From that, you can find answers of the map. So in this exam, you have been asked India, national highway and major ports. In question 4B, map reading is there. 6 questions are asked. From that 6 questions, you have to choose any 4. And it is of 4 marks, means 1 question carries 1 mark. First of all, read all the 6 questions. Try to understand it. Search for the answer. If you are confident about the answer, then go with that question and write the answer. Only 4 you have to write. First question was asked in the map with, what does the above map show? The map shows national highway and major ports of India. Write the names of any port on the west coast of the map. Porbandar is the port on the west coast of a map. What type of transportation services are shown on the map? Roadways and major ports are the transportation services shown on map. Which cities does the east-west highway connect? So it's east, it's Silchar, and to the west, it's Porbandar. Next question, which cities does the north-south highway lead north to? To the north, it is Srinagar, and to the south, it is Kanyakumari. Question number 6. Which are the 4 metropolis connected by the Golden Corridor Highway? And the answer to this is Kolkata, Visakhapatnam, Chennai, and Cochin are the 4 metropolis connected by the Golden Corridor Highway. So in this, all the 6 answers I have given, but you have to choose only 4 questions, which you can easily write the answer. Find the answer from the map and solve. Now we will see question number 5. Write geographical region. Any 2. So in this question, number 5, write geographical region. 4 give reasons are given to you. From that 4 give reason, you have to choose any 2. And it comes for 6 marks. So 1 give reason is of 3 marks. So 2 give reason you have to write for 6 marks. If you write particular correct answer to the question asked, you will get full marks. And writing should be neat, clear, answer should be proper, no scribbling on the answer sheet. Point should be given, or point wise you have to write the answer. So question number 5 comes, write give reason. Any 2 you have to write from the given 4, and it is of 6 marks. So 1 question is of 1 give reason is for 3 marks, 2 give reason is for 6 marks. The answer should be written properly in detail and appropriate to the reason. First question, the Western Channel River are not found in Brazil. The question is, the Western Channel River are not found in Brazil. And the answer to this is, most of the river in Brazil originate from the Brazilian highland. So first point, most of the rivers you will find in the Brazil that are originating from the Brazilian highland. So the altitude of Brazilian highland gradually decreases from south to the north and from the west to the east. So the altitude of the Brazilian highland, what it happens? It starts decreasing from the south to north and from the west to east. As it affects most of the river in Brazil flow towards the northeastern and the directions. So this is the main reason for the rivers in the Brazil flow towards the northern and the eastern direction. Third point, the river flowing towards northern direction meet the North Atlantic Ocean, and river flowing toward the eastern direction meet the South Atlantic Ocean. Thus, there are no west flowing river in Brazil. So the rivers flowing toward the north direction, they meet to the North Atlantic Ocean, and the rivers flowing to the east direction, they meet to the South Atlantic Ocean. So in this way, because of this reason, this main reason, there is no west flowing rivers in Brazil. So the Western Channel rivers are not found in Brazil. Why? Because most of the rivers in Brazil are originating from the Brazilian highland. The altitude of Brazil highland gradually decreases from the south to the north and from the west to the east. as the effect of most of the river in Brazil flows towards the northern and the eastern direction. This is the main reason because the altitude of Brazilian highland gradually decreases from the south to north and from west to east. So it affects most of the river in Brazil to flow towards the northern and the eastern direction. The river flowing towards northern direction meet the North Atlantic Ocean, and the river flowing to the eastern direction meet to the South Atlantic Ocean. So as per the direction, the river which are flowing to the northern direction, they meet to the North Atlantic Ocean, and the river flowing to the um, eastern direction, they meet to the South Atlantic Ocean. So this is the main reason that there we cannot find west flowing river in Brazil. So the give reason was asked. The western channel rivers are not found in Brazil. Most of the rivers in Brazil originate from the Brazilian highland. The altitude of Brazilian highland gradually decreases from the south to the north and the west to the east. As it affects, most of the river in Brazil flow towards the northern and the eastern difference. The river flowing to the northern direction meet to the North Atlantic Ocean, and flowing to the eastern direction meet to the South Atlantic Ocean. Thus, there are no west flowing rivers in Brazil. In this way, you have to cover every point. The important information you should write in the answer properly. The number of plants are rare in the highlands of the Himalayas. In the Himalayas, we can find that the very left plants in the highlands. There is some reason. In the answer, we will find out what is the main reason. So the question answer is, the temperature at high altitude of Himalaya is almost 0 degrees throughout the year. So the temperature at the high altitude of Himalaya. So on the Himalaya, the temperature at the high altitude is always 0 degree throughout the year. So it's always 0 degree throughout the year means it's always cold. The area is always snow covered for most of the days in a year. So in the very cold areas in the Himalaya area, we can see there is a snowfall. So the snow covered for most of the days in a year on house or road of the people. So it is just because the temperature, it falls below 0 degree throughout the year. So the area in almost snow covered by most of the days in a year. Due to severe cold, vegetation do not grow in the high altitudes of Himalaya. This is the main reason you have to write this point compulsory in your answer if this question is asked, that why this happened that the number of plants are rare in the highlands of the Himalayas, because severe cold, vegetation do not grow in the high altitude of Himalayas. And the third point is, during summer, the snow start melting as it affects some seasonal flower trees grow in a higher altitude of Himalayas. These trees are extinct during winter, therefore vegetation is scarce in the high altitude of Himalayas. So in this way, you have to write your answer with every important point connected in it. The question asked was, the number of plants are rare in the highlands of the Himalayas. The temperature at high altitude of Himalayas is almost 0 degree throughout the year. The area is almost shown covered by most of the days in a year. Due to several cold vegetation do not grow in the high altitudes of Himalayas. During summer, the snow starts melting and it affects some seasonal flowers, trees grown in the higher altitude of Himalayas. These trees are extinct during winter, therefore vegetation is scarce in the high altitude of Maharashtra. So this is the main reason you have to write in your answer. Then only you will get full marks. Third question. Northeast Brazil is sparsely populated. What is the reason for the Northeast Brazil for sparsely population? Very less population it has in the Northeast Brazil. So the reason we will find Northeastern Brazil is a rain shadow region known as drought correlated. So as we see, the northeastern Brazil is a rain shadow region. Very less rainfall it receives. So it's a rain shadow region. It is known as drought correlated. Very less rain it receives in a year. Second point, the amount of annual average rainfall in this region is only 600 mm, and so this region is considered as a drought prone. So the amount of annual rainfall, average rainfall in this region is only 600 mm, very less amount of rainfall it has. So this region is considered as a drought prone region. So this region is known as a drought prone region. Due to scanty rainfall and availability of resources, agriculture and the industries are not well developed in this region. So because of scanty rainfall, less rainfall, there is less water available for the human beings in that place to use, shortage of water, no proper rainfall in a proper month, availability of resources, there is unavailability of resources in Northeast Brazil, no proper services provided for human beings. Agriculture and industries are not well developed in this region. Agriculture and industries are also not well developed in the region due to the scanty rainfall or no proper rainfall in that particular area. So Northeast Brazil is sparsely populated, and the answer to this is Northeastern Brazil is a rain shadow region known as drought corridor. The amount of annual average rainfall in this region is only 600 mm, and so this region is considered as drought prone region. So this region is considered as a drought prone region of Brazil. Transport facilities are very poor in the region due to poor infrastructural facilities. Transport facility is also not proper in Northeast Brazil. The roads are also not proper. Different vehicles or heavy vehicles cannot travel on that roads. So due to the lack of transport facility, very poor in that area, it gave rise to the poor infrastructural facilities, means no proper road, no heavy vehicles can run in that place area. So this is the main reason for the Northeast Brazil sparsely populated. So the main reason we have studied Northeastern Brazil is a rain shadow region known as a drought correlator. The amount of rainfall, average rainfall is only 600 mm, and this region is considered as a drought prone region. It's only 600 mm rainfall it receives, and this region is considered as a drought prone region. Due to scanty rainfall and availability of resources, natural land industries are not well developed in the region. So due to the very less rainfall and availability of resources, agriculture industries, this is the main reason also for the sparsely population. Transport facilities are very poor in this region due to the poor infrastructure facility. The infrastructure facility in India is totally poor. It's not as well as the other countries. So India has to face this problem of transport facility. Therefore, settlement are sparse in the northeast Brazil. So as we go in that area, we see that the settlement or the population in this area is sparse. So to the northeast Brazil is sparsely populated. Northeastern Brazil is a rain shadow region known as drought corridor. The amount of rainfall, average rainfall in this region is only 600 mm, and so regions are considered drought prone. Due to scanty rainfall and availability of resources, agriculture and industries are not well developed in this region. Transport facilities are very poor in the region due to the poor infrastructure facilities. Therefore, settlement are sparse in northeast Brazil. So the fourth give reason is inland waterways in Brazil have not been developed. So in Brazil, inland waterways are not being developed. So what is the main reason behind that? You have to write the main particular reason in that answer so that you will get the full marks. So the question number 4, inland waterways in Brazil has not been developed because most of the river in Brazil flow at a high speed. So the rivers which are spreading to the Brazil, it's from river in Brazil flow at a high speed. The amount of total discharge of many river is very huge. So as per many rivers get connected to the main river, the many different tributaries get connected to the main river, so it discharge also increase. So the amount of total discharge of many rivers is very huge. In Brazil, rigid topography is found at many places nearby basins. So in Brazil, you can see the rigid topography which is found at many places near river basin. Many of the areas are near river as accessible. Therefore, the waterways are not developing Brazil. So this is the main reason that waterways are not safely while traveling in the Brazil, while traveling in Brazil. So fourth question, it is asked, inland waterways in Brazil have not been developed. So most of the rivers in Brazil flow at high speed. The amount of total discharge of many rivers is very huge. The Brazil rigid topography is found at many places near river basin. Many of the areas near river are inaccessible. Therefore, waterways are not developed in Brazil. So in this way, 4 give reasons are asked to you in exam. From that 4 give reason, you have to choose any two that you can write easily in your own words with particular reason. You will get full marks. So one give reason is of 3 marks. Any two give reason you have to write. So second give reason is of 2 marks. So give reason comes for total 6 marks. Give reason 1. Any two you have to write. One is for 3 marks and second is for 3 marks. So the Western Channel River are not found in Brazil. Most of the river in Brazil originate from the Brazilian highland. The altitude of Brazilian highland gradually decreases from the south to the north and from the west to the east. As it affects, most of the river in Brazil flow towards the northern and the eastern direction. The river flowing towards northern direction meets the North Atlantic Ocean, and the river flowing towards the eastern direction meets the South Atlantic Ocean. Thus, there is no west flowing river in Brazil. Second, the number of plants are rare in highlands of the Himalayas. And the reason is the temperature at high altitude of Himalayas is almost 0 degrees Celsius throughout the year. The area is almost snow covered for most of the day in a year. Due to severe cold, vegetation do not grow in the high altitudes of Himalayas. During summer, the snow starts melting and it affects some of the seasonal flower trees grow in the higher altitude of Himalayas. These trees are extinct during winter, therefore vegetation is scarce in the high altitude of Himalaya. Third give reason, Northeast Brazil is sparsely populated. Northeastern Brazil is a rain shadow region known as drought correlator. The amount of annual rainfall in this region is only 600 mm, and so this region is considered as a drought prone. Due to scanty rainfall and unavailability of resources, agriculture and the industries are not well developed in this region. Transport facilities are very poor in this region due to the poor infrastructure facilities. Therefore, settlements are spare in northeastern Brazil. And the fourth give reason is inland waterways in Brazil is not been developed. Most of the river in Brazil flow at high speed. The amount of total discharge of many rivers is very huge. In Brazil, rigid topography is found at many places. Near river basin, many of the areas near rivers are inaccessible. Therefore, internal waterways are not developed in Brazil. So in this way, you have to attempt give reason, any two give reason. From 4 you have to answer. 1 give reason indicates 3 marks and 2 give reason is of 6 marks. Next question, question number 6a. Create a column based on the information below and answer the question. It is of 6 marks. So in the question by mistake, it has given create a column based on the information. You have to draw the graph based on the information given in the chart. So question number 6a and question number 6b. From both, any one you have to solve. Question number 6a or question number 6b. Both you don't have to solve it for 6 marks. Question number 6a is also for 6 marks. Question number 6b is also for 6 marks. In question number 6a, for 3 marks, graph is asked. You have to draw the graph for the 3 marks. And for the 3 marks, question and answer is asked on the graph. And in question number 6b, graph is given and any 6 question is asked on that graph, and all the 6 questions you have to attempt. So from both of them, any one you have to do question number 6a or question number 6b. So question number 6a, create a column based on the information below and answer the question. It is of 6 marks. So the information given is sector, primary, secondary, and tertiary. So percentage of population engaged in various sectors, and the percentage of primary it's given is 48.8%. Secondary it is given 24.3%, and tertiary it is given 26.9%. So this information you have to draw the graph, and also on this information 3 questions are asked and you have to write the answer to the 3 questions. So either you have to draw a graph and give the answer of the 3 questions, or you can solve question number 6b. On that graph is given and 6 question is asked on that particular graph, and all the 6 questions you have to answer. So in this way, question number 6a, the given information, with the help of the given information, you have to draw the graph. The graph should be perfect, proper. Do not scribble on it. Mark it properly. Take a sharpened pencil and then draw the graph. The scale should be written compulsorily on the graph. The information which is asked, that should be written on the graph. X-axis, Y-axis, and the origin 0 should be indicated properly. The scale should be given properly. It should be, you can write in 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Or you can write in 10, 20, 30, 40, or you can take as 100, 200, 300 as per the information given. So in this map, the information is given of the percentage of population engaged in various sectors. In the various sector in the graph, we have indicated the scale from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And the information we have indicated that the primary sector, it is 48.8%. So we have seen the graph and we have marked 48.8%. For secondary sector, it is 24.3%. So by looking at the graph, we have marked it as 24.3. And tertiary, it is 26.9. So tertiary is also, it is indicated on the graph on the x-axis. On the y-axis, we have given the percentage of population engaged in various sectors. So this graph comes for 3 marks. If you will draw it particularly correct, proper, neat and clean, you will get whole 3 marks. And another 3 marks is for the question and answer. The 3 questions are asked and you have to write the answer of the 3 questions. Question number 6a, create a column based on the information based on and answer the following question, comes for 6 marks. From that 6 marks, 3 marks we have seen for the graph and the 3 mark is for the question and answer. The first question, which sector of India has the largest population? So by looking at the information given in the chart, we can see that the India has the largest population engaged in the primary sector. Because in primary sector, we can see 48.8%, secondary, we can see 24.3%, and tertiary, it is 26.9%. So higher is in primary sector. So India has the largest population engaged in the primary sector is 48.8%. Question second, which sector has the lowest population in India? India has the lowest population engaged in the tertiary sector. So very low, we can see it is in the tertiary. And which sector of India's economy is most dependent? So secondary sector in India is most dependent sector in India. Question number 6b. Read the graph below and write answer to the question. It comes for the 6 marks. So all the 6 questions you have to answer. 6 questions are given. No option is there. All 6 we have to answer. So in this you can come to know the graph is given of the age and sex pyramid of Brazil and India. So in that graph you can see the upper side graph is of Brazil. It is of year 2016 and the down graph is of India 2016. Blue color marking indicates the male and the pink color marking indicates the female. And on the age group is also given between which the male and the female are more or less. So from this information, 6 questions are asked. On it, all 6 we have to attempt. What information does the above graph show? What information does the above graph show? So by looking at the graph, we can see the graph shows the age and sex pyramid of India and Brazil. We can see that the graph shows the age and sex pyramid of India and Brazil. Second question, in which country the proportion of children is relatively high? So in which country it is relatively high? By looking at the graph, we come to know that the proportion of children is relatively high in India. Third question, in which country the proportion of old people is relatively high? So the answer is the proportion of old people is relatively high in Brazil. Fourth question, which country has the relatively high proportion of young people? So from the graph information we get, we come to know that India has relatively high proportion of young people. Now, fifth question, at what age is the proportion of men and women highest in India? So the proportion of men and women highest in India in age group of 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, and 90 to 94. So in this way, you have to answer this question. The age group it is asked. So at what age is the proportion of men and women highest in India? And the proportion of men and women highest in India in age group of 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, and 25 to 29, and 90 to 94. Question number 6. In Brazil, the proportion of men and women of which age is the same? So in Brazil, you have to see. So in the Brazil, from looking at the map, we get the information. In Brazil, the proportion of men and women in age group is the same in 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, and 50 to 54. So in this way, you have to attain question number 6b. You have to read the map carefully, try to understand it, read the question, find out the answer, and then write the answer. So in this exam, you have been given the map of age and sex pyramid. It is of Brazil and India. It is of year 2016. So the percentage of population, it shows that the blue color line indicates the male and the pink color line indicates the female. An age group category is also given on the graph. And sixth question is asked. Read the question carefully. Try to find out the answer properly, correctly from the map. So the map, the heading is given age and sex pyramid, means the map, the graph shows the information of the age and sex pyramid. So first question it was asked is, which information does the above graph shows? The above graph shows the age and sex pyramid of India and Brazil. Question number second. In which country the proportion of children is relatively high? And the answer is the proportion of children is relatively high in India. In which country the proportion of old people is relatively high? So the proportion of old people is relatively high in Brazil. Question 4. Which country has a relatively high proportion of young people? So the answer is India has a relatively high proportion of young people. Fifth question, at what age is the proportion of men and women highest in India? So the proportion of men and women highest in India in age group of 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, and 90 to 94. In Brazil, the proportion of men and women of which age is same? So in Brazil, the proportion of men and women in age group is the same in 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, and 50 to 54. So in this way, you have to solve question number 6. In that, question number 6a and question number 6b. From question number 6a and question number 6b, anyone you have to solve as per your choice. So first of all, read both the question, what is asked in question number 6a and what is asked in question number 6b. Read the questions carefully, find out the answer. The one which you can find easy, you can go with that question. So in question number 6a, it also comes for 6 marks, and question number 6b also comes for 6 marks. So in question number 6a, if you select 3 marks, you have to draw graph, and 3 marks is for question and answer, which is asked on the given information chart. And 3 marks question answer are asked on that given information, and that you have to find the answer and write the question. And if you select question number 6b, you don't have any option. All the 6 question answer we have to write. Compulsorily, there is no option. All the 6 you have to write. 1 mark for each answer. So it comes for 6 marks, 6 question for 6 marks. Now we will go with question number 7. Answer the following in detail. In that, any two means you have given the option any two Four questions are given, and for that four question you have to write any two, attempt any two of it as per your choice. So first of all, read all the four questions, think on it, choose the question which you can write easily and go with it. It is of 8 marks. So one answer is for 4 marks. So you have to write two answers. So it is of 8 marks. So question number 7, answer the question in detail. Any two, 8 marks. So first, write information about retreating monsoon in India. The question is, write information about retreating monsoon rains in India. And the answer is, most of the region of India receives rain from the southwest monsoon wind. Second point, most of the region of India receive the rainfall for nearly 4 months, that is from June to September. Third point, the southern part of India receives rain from the southern as well as the northeastern monsoon winds. Chennai is located in the southern part of India. Fourth point, Chennai receives rain for nearly 7 to 8 months. It rains in Chennai from May to December. Next point, in India, as we go from south to north, the temperature keeps dropping. For example, in Peninsula region located in the southern part of India, the average temperature is found to be the ranging between 25 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, mountainous region located in the northern part of India, the average temperature is found to be ranging between 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius. In India, as we go from south to north, the amount of rainfall also keeps decreasing. For example, in Chennai, located in the southern part of India, the amount of maximum average rainfall in this month of November is nearly 410 mm. On the other hand, in Delhi, located in the northern part of India, the amount of the maximum average rainfall in the month of August is nearly 250 mm. So this is the reason you have to write for the retreating monsoon in India. The answer should be in detail, in brief. Every important point should be included in the answer. It should be related to the question. So the brief answer, you should always keep the important points, cover all the important points in the answer so that you will get the full marks. So the question was, write information about retreating monsoon rains in India. And the detailed answer you have to write correctly, properly. If there is need, you can write or draw diagrams also. Most of the region of India receives rain from the southwest monsoon winds. Most of the region of India receive the rainfall for nearby 4 months, that is from June to September. The southern part of India receives rain from the southeast as well as northeast monsoon winds. Chennai is located in the southern part of India. Chennai receives rain for nearby 7 to 8 months in rain in Chennai from May to December. In India, as we go from south to north, the temperature keeps on dropping. For example, in Peninsula region, located in the southern part of India, the average temperature is found in the ranging between 25 degree and 30 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, mountainous region located in the northern part of India, the average temperature is found to be the ranging between 0 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius. In India, as we go from south to north, the amount of rainfall also keeps decreasing. So for example, in Chennai, located in the southern part of India, the amount of maximum average rainfall in the month of the northern part The November is 410 mm. On the other hand, in Delhi, it is located in the northern part of India. The amount of maximum average rainfall in the month of August is nearly 250 mm. Next question asked is, write information about the drought quadrilateral in Brazil. So you have to write about the detailed information of the drought quadrilateral in Brazil. The answer should be detailed. All the important points should be included in the answer. The Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland obstruct in the trade wind flowing in southeast and northeast from the Atlantic Ocean. Next point. Due to this obstruction, it rains heavily in the windward side of the Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland, that is in the eastern coastal region of Brazil. Third point, the amount of annual average rainfall in the eastern coastal region of Brazil is nearly 1,200 mm. Fourth point, the wind that reaches the top of the Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland become dry. The capacity of holding moisture of this wind increases wind. As it affects, it rains less in the leeward side of the Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland. 6 point, thus, the northeast part of Brazilian receive the minimum rainfall. The amount of annual average rainfall is only very nearly 600 mm in this region. This region is rain shadow region. So it is known as the drought quadrilateral. The higher temperature is found in this region. So this high temperature because of the drought quadrilateral. So the average rainfall is only nearly 600 mm. So it's rain shadow, so that it is known as drought quadrilateral. So write information about the drought quadrilateral in Brazil. So it is of Brazil country you have to write the main reason and the information of the drought quadrilateral. The answer should be in detail. The Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland obstruct the trade winds flowing in southeast and northeast from the Atlantic Ocean. Due to this obstruction, it rains heavily in the windward side of the Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highlands, that is the eastern coastal region of Brazil. The amount of annual average rainfall in the eastern coastal region of Brazil is nearly 1,200 mm. The wind that reach the top to the Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland become dry. The capacity of holding moisture of this wind increases. As it affects, it rains less in the leeward side of the Great Escarpment and the Brazilian highland. Thus, the northeast part of the Brazilian receive the minimum rainfall. The amount of annual average rainfall is only nearly 600 mm in this region. This region is a rain shadow region, as it known as the drought quadrilateral. The higher temperature is found in this region. So this is the detailed answer for the information about the drought quadrilateral in Brazil. The third question was, explain the characteristics of the Brazilian highland. So you have to write the detailed characteristics of Brazilian highland. So first point, the southern part of Brazil is occupied by an extensive plateau. It is known as Brazilian highland and Brazilian shield or Brazilian plateau. The height of region of this east and south of Brazilian highland is nearby 1000 meter. In the other part, its altitude is between 500 meter to 1000 meter. The Brazilian highlands slope to the north. The slope of the highland are not very steep. Many rivers originate and flow from the northern slope of the highland of Brazil. Many tributaries of Amazon flow through this region. Many rapids and waterfalls are seen in the tributaries. The rivers like Uruguay, Paraguay, and Parana originate from the southern slope of the Brazilian plateau. So this river flows from the Brazil and enters Argentina. 7th point. The slope towards the east and the Brazilian plateau is very steep. This steep slopes of Brazilian plateau forms the great escarpment. The highland of Brazilian and Guyana highland together forms the core of the continent of the South America. So in this way, you have to attempt the brief answer. The answer should be in detail. Whole brief information should be given. It is of 4 marks, so the answer should also be lengthy and brief. If you write it correct, according to the question asked, you will get the full mark. So the question was, explain the characteristics of Brazilian highland. The first point, the southern part of Brazil is occupied by an extensive plateau. It is known as Brazilian highland or Brazilian shield or Brazilian plateau. The height of region of the east and south of Brazilian highland is nearly 1000 meters. In other part, its altitude is between 500 meter to 1000 meter. Third point, the Brazilian highlands slope to the north. The slope of the highland are not very steep. Many rivers originate and flow from the northern slope of the highland in Brazil. Fifth point, many tributaries of Amazon flow through this region. Many rapids and waterfalls are seen in this tributary. Sixth point, the rivers like Uruguay, Paraguay, and Parana originate from the southern slope of the Brazilian plateau. This river flow from the Brazil and enter Argentina. The slope towards the east and the Brazilian plateau is very steep. This steep slopes of Brazilian plateau forms the great escarpment. The highland of the Brazilian and the Guyana highlands together form the core of the continent of the South America. Next brief question is how to manage waste during the field trip. So while going to field trip, how will you manage the litter? Litter means the garbage, the waste material during the field trip. So first point, carrying container, bag, dustbin to collect litter, dump on the field. You should carry container or a bag or a dustbin to collect all the litter or the waste material you have to throw away, that you will dump or throw in the container or the bags or the dustbin, so that you should not throw it on the road. Informing everyone not to dump trash waste on a field during field visit. You should inform everyone not to throw the garbage or the dustbin or the litter in the field or on the road during the field visit. Creating awareness about cleanliness using charts and banner or performing street plays. We should create awareness relating to the cleanliness. We should put out charts, banners for the awareness in the public also. Informing and requesting official of local corporations for taking immediate remedial action against litter waste dump on the field. You should also request or inform to the official authority if you see any litter or garbage thrown on the road or on the field place where you visit. So it's our responsibility to keep all the place clean. So in this way, you have to manage the waste and the litter during the field trip. The first point, carrying container, bag, dustbin to collect the litter dump on a field. Informing everyone not to dump trash waste on a field during the field visit. Creating awareness about the cleanliness using charts and banner or performing street play. Informing and requesting official of local corporations for taking immediate remedial action against litter waste dump on a field. So in this way, you have to attain for question number 7, answer in detail. Any two, it is of 8 marks. 4 options are given, 4 questions are given. From that 4 questions, you have to choose any two. Read all the 4 questions, think on it, go with the easy one, which you can write it properly, in briefly, in detail. Write the answer properly, neatly, in detail. All the important points should come in that answer. So one answer is for 4 marks. So 2 answer you have to write. It is of 8 marks. So in this way, today we have studied and seen about the analysis session for the paper
Ma'am.
number 4.
Ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Please show me the first paper, question number 1 to question number 6A.
Question number
1 to question number 6A.
question number 6A.
Yes.
Question number 6A, you have to draw a graph for 3 marks. And 3 questions are asked. You have to answer that 3 questions also for 3 marks.
Okay. And ma'am, question number 2 or 3 more.
Question number 2.
Yes.
Question number 2, it is match the pair. Column A and column B is given. In column A, question is asked, and in column B, options are given. You have to pair with that option. So for evergreen forest, it is pau Brazil, deciduous forest teak, coastal forest, Sundari trees, and the Himalayan forest. The correct pair is pine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone who
Thank you,
wants to
ma'am.
ask, welcome. Any other students? Do you have any doubts? Please ask. No one want to ask the question? Any doubts? Anyone's having?
Yes, unmute yourself. And question number 5.
Question number 5. Question number 5 is give reason. Any 2 give reason you have to solve. 4 give reason are given. 1 give reason is of 3 marks. So 2 you have to attempt for 6 marks. Proper reason you have to give for the question.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Will you show the outline map?
Yeah, sure. So question number 4A, you have to fill the information given below in the outline map. The 6 options are given to you. Any 4 you have to attempt. It also comes for the 4 marks. So 1 question is for 1 mark.
Okay, ma'am.
Index is compulsory for you to fill.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.